little boo-boo right there. Scratch, trying to reach in there. Which really, I should just probably take it to mechanic shop, but it's okay. Here. Anyway, that's one thing I always do. I reach in there and a little plastic part scratches me when I'm changing it. It's just how, you know, you just don't have a lot of room. It's like, it gives you like very little room. So you're in there reaching and grabbing, trying to put this cap on like this, and then it falls off and goes to the bottom of the car. And you're trying to reach in there, and you gotta reach in there, and it ends up scratching you, you know? I need to fix that. Kia needs to work on some things, and not this, but it's from the front. We're changing the lights for the low beam. But I was able to do it, though. All right. 37 degrees. It's nothing compared to Maine. I'm in Texas now, but I used to live in Maine. Maine can get up to -20. This is like summer compared to 37 is not bad. But it used to be. But now, as long as it's over 32, then we're good. Exactly how they do it, and it's because the Koreans designed those cars for men's with small hands. That is why I scratched myself, and I had to change that bulb. Well, they could make longer lasting bulbs too. It's not all of Korea's fault, but they have to maybe put a little string on the end of it, so when the cap pops off and wants to fall into the thing.
Nice to see you.
Anyway, give me that. Oh man, what a nightmare. There's Kitty. But I did get the bonus. There's Kitty. Okay, I'm gonna explain it to the family. So, this is how it works. There's a cap. Okay? Hang on. Before I explain that, let me do one thing. Okay. That's how it works. So the light goes in where the lens is. So the bulb goes in that way. The cap goes on the back, and then it screws. Very easy. What they need is a string that attaches to this mechanism. So if this were to fall, it would catch it. Then you'd be able to pick it back up and put it back. But they don't do it. So what happens is this cap falls in, and it goes into the catch-all at the bottom. So when I get the oil change, I have to explain that to them so they can find it and then put the cap back on. I saw it. When I stopped at 7-Eleven, I looked in there, it's in there. So we'll be able to
check it out.
No, I did the bulb myself.
No, did you check it out? Answer the question.
I replaced it.
So why are you talking about the cap?
The cap goes on after you replace it. You take the cap off and you replace the bulb. You take the old bulb out.
Your headlight is fine.
Yes, it's fine. It's just the plastic piece goes on the back. I should do something. And it's on the catch-all at the bottom. Oh. A catch-all is what catches things at the bottom. You have to be a mechanic to understand that. So it's at the bottom.
No, you're not being a mechanic.
I'll explain it later.
No, I don't know if she's fucking real or not. And your believability. And your dignity. And your equity. Fuck shit. Sorry, I didn't know how to do F. Sorry, I've been trying to write a book. I know. L's for loser. M's for man. N's for... So,
Yeah, I've got my Band-Aid from working on the car. But I got it fixed, so it should work now.
Yeah. Dennis, I like to take a joke.
When you drink too much,
Cheers!
it is like living with a she-wolf. Okay? So now I have to upgrade one of my teaching recommendations. And that's what I'm going to do next.
And then if I do not know the answer, I will say, what's your company's called? And say it nice one. That's all there's, well, I'm in a maroon shirt. Just wear something comfortable or something. So she knows I'm color. I was going to call it off today earlier. I said, no, Linda, don't do that. I need time to think about this stuff. This would be a good amount of money. They said any amount of overtime I want, it could be needed. It could be 3 to 11:30 p.m. They asked me about cash flow. Okay, I know about cash flow. And about, making sure the till is okay. As a job interview at a college before you, and I have no college education.
I think that should be the case. I think it should be the case.
Because I make shit happen.
If I
on
worked
the
the
Police
system,
Scribe Show.
I'd have all the people like you being professors. And we'd be taking notes every day. We would be sitting and taking notes from Linda. Linda's, so, what is it? What do they call it? The syllabus. What's your syllabus?
I know my syllabus.
What is your syllabus?
My syllabus is 135 degrees mozzarella sticks, French fries, 145
You could
pork.
teach a cooking class.
Correct.
Absolutely. And you'd have everyone break out the mozzarella cheese in your cooking class. What is in your hand?
Umbrella.
Oh, yeah, I need to fix this. I don't even know if I brought the umbrella.
I think this is very ironic that I have an interview before
This is your cooking class. It's the end of an umbrella. What does that mean? See all the English majors?
Why?
Write this, baby. What is this? Put this in the book. You see how specific it is? See? Right here for the English majors. See how specific it is? Write this in the book. Here, put that in your hand again. What was that in your hand for?
I was in my stupid jacket.
And what was it doing in your jacket?
Because you opened up the umbrella and you didn't share it with me and you forced it into my jacket.
That is a complete and utter lie.
No, you had the jacket. You had the umbrella outside.
I may have had the umbrella.
You were seated like 90 degrees, and then you opened up the umbrella, and then I'm like, fuck this shit. Excuse my language. Screw this crap. And then I'm kind of like, I don't care if I get wet.
But we used the umbrella when we went out in the rain.
Yeah.
And that's what's left of it because of the storms.
And you has an interview at a college.
That's impressive. You're going to be working on campus.
And you check out.
And there's going to be culinary students there working with you in the cafeteria. Do you know that? There will be culinary students working in the cafeterias.
Whatever.
There will be. And listen, let me tell you, I worked with some of them at Einstein Bagels on campus. They're culinary students that take it very serious, and they take any job they can get while they're in college because they want to practice their craft of culinary.
I'm being a supervisor.
Before they hit the professional world. And this is their shot. And the cafeteria, that's like your little classroom.
Don't point your
finger. And you have many cooking shows already lined up. And you can learn from them, and they can learn from you. Because you're home cooking. They do it for,
it's not my policy about the company.
For the blue bloods.
Supervise. I'm out there doing temperatures.
There's different supervisors. I think I'm going to be the temperature manager.
You could be a lot of things. I would take it.
Do they want
I
me?
think culinary is perfect for you. I think that's. I think you're really good with the cooking shows. You're good with the cooking. You know all that stuff by
They
heart.
probably need somebody going around and checking the temperatures at 135 for mozzarella sticks.
They don't know this stuff. This is stuff they take note
155.
They don't know.
What goes in the fridge?
You know it all by heart. You know everything in the kitchen. You go into the kitchen and you know everything by heart. So they don't know all this stuff. You know it with you. You can sit there and do all the numbers in your head.
So I've always wanted to be a health inspector. I had to.
That's another good thing too.
And pest control and stuff.
That all of that works in the kitchen. Haven't you ever seen Ratatouille?
No.
Yeah.
A little bit of it.
You need to watch Ratatouille if you're a cook. What's Kitty doing?
Fucking with a.
You can hear him.
Eating his dry cereal food.
Listen, I've been in New York and I've seen the cooks. A lot of them these are the cooks that are paid, six figures. A lot of them have the same behavior as you. They are that way. They know it by heart.
What temperatures? I've taken the Serve Safe every 3 years, 4 times.
Yeah, you've been in the food industry for 30 years.
No, 25.
25 years, but you're working on 30 years of the food industry.
Oh, shut up. Don't make me older than what I am.
And when we're doing our movie, you could be in charge of catering, which is a very
Anybody
important.
can do catering.
No, not everybody can do catering very well.
Yes, I can. So if
And
I
listen,
get this job, you can
my
do catering.
actors
You can do
will stand in line to eat your food. If they're going to be on set, they're going to love your food.
I don't know exactly how this is going to go. They're going to ask me, why do you want to work at this company? Why do you want to do this? This. And then I'm just going to be a good actor and be like, well,
Exactly.
I'm passionate. I'm passionate about...
You do have to be a good actor. You have to act in everything that you do, especially in the kitchen. All the kitchen people have to act.
Oh, fuck that.
Now put this in your movie. Right here. Put that in your movie. Explain that.
Stress me out, but you know what?
Right? Explain that in your movie.
I'm not doing.
What does this mean?
She told me to strive for the supervisor job.
This goes onto an umbrella. What is it? What is that? Look at that. There you go, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese, Mr. Gary Oldman, and all the other people that like RADA, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, and the Actor Studio. Explain this little thing right here. Put that in your movie right there. What does that mean? Harmony Korine. Here.
Okay, so how many people am I going to be working with?
I don't know.
Question. How many people at a time
I don't know.
am I going to do?
If you're getting
I don't know
if you're getting on the TCU campus, then that's a pretty good move. It could be a very successful move.
I'll at least fucking try. Right?
Well, it's an education environment, so it could be a learning experience. I would look into it. It could be a good opportunity for you. You mentioned TCU for a while when you started off at the German, or you didn't start off at the German restaurant, but you worked at the German restaurant. You were talking about going on to campus. You almost got to work in Einstein Bagels on campus. You almost did. So this might be a shot.
What makes you think I'm better than another candidate?
Well, you have experience in a lot of different stuff. Einstein Bagels is experience. Sonic for 13 years. Making hot dogs for 13 years.
Wasn't making hot dogs.
What were you doing then?
Doing cash money, cash flow.
Okay, well
Manager.
you were managing the restaurant.
Correct.
If you can manage a Sonic, then you can manage any restaurant. For sure.
What did I do at Einstein Bagels? Your boss.
You'll be able to learn from the students of TCU.
Okay, so
and
I need
from
to say that I'm willing to learn. No, say I want to learn. Don't say
right. You'll want to learn.
learn.
You want to learn.
about the
You want to
captain's
learn from the
policies.
school and from the kitchen.
Because my grandma went to that school, nursing.